My lord, what's happened to you?
Those bastards. They are poisonous bugs devouring His Imperial Majesty's sacred garden! Oscar! I want you to mobilize our commanders and prepare the troops to engage. We're going to march on Findal!
But sir, I thought you had already assigned that job to Marquis Arkline and Marquis Buckwald.
And they're sitting around waiting for the snow to melt. When I give an order, I expect it to be carried out at once. Tell them if they don't want to be annihilated, they'd better cross over the Ruruk Mountains and put this rebellion down by tomorrow!
We just got word. The governor of the Northern Lands has ordered all units to assemble and prepare to move out.
It sounds to me like he's going to try and overwhelm Dormont with a 10,000-man force.
You're right. And once all those troops are gone, Gustav will be vulnerable to attack. It'll be the perfect opportunity to kill him.
Crossing the Ruruk Mountains in winter. He's sending us off to our deaths!
Even if we survive, we won't be in shape to fight.
I can't believe the Duke would let his anger override his common sense.
I think such thoughts are better kept to oneself, Marquis Arkline.
I understand your concern, but really, Buckwald, if he had just waited till spring, we would have an overwhelming advantage in this fight. With respect to Duke Gustav, he may be a great warrior, but he's a terrible leader. The Emperor chose the wrong man when he elevated him to nobility.
Do you know who these Seven Light Faith people are, or where they come from?
Truthfully, I haven't got a clue. They're rumored to be very powerful. I just hope we have enough troops to overcome them.
Excuse me?
We're coming up on the Ruruk checkpoint. Let's rest the horses and the men.
Everyone, take aim and fire!
What's happening?
Can't be. Gunshots. All units, retreat!
What are you doing?
The Ruruk checkpoint is fallen. It's under enemy occupation. We run or be killed. We're being slaughtered. How many guns do those rebels have?
Of course. Arkline acted quickly, just as I expected.
All right! Let's chase them down, everyone! It's a straight line from here to Buckwald!
Lord Arkline! This isn't working! Our rear guard's being obliterated! What do we do?
The only thing we can do at this point, tell the men I was killed in the opening attack.
But, sir, if I do that, some units will surrender!
That's the idea. It will convince those pursuing us that they've won the battle. Right now, their bloodlust is up. Since we're on the run, they think they can wipe us out. So they're willing to abandon the advantageous position they held at the checkpoint.
What's your plan?
We'll pretend to be fleeing in panic and eventually lure them into the open fields. You go on ahead of us. Meet up with the squads in the second wave and prepare them for a counterattack.
Yes, sir! As you command!
Armored troops.
Cavalry! Show them your power! Their weapons are useless against us.
Victory is within our grasp!
You're going to be our first line of defense against the Imperial troops. If our enemy is smart, they'll recognize their disadvantage at the checkpoint, and they'll retreat outside the mountains. After that, they'll probably attack with their armored cavalry. The moment those troops come charging in, they'll be sure of their victory, and they'll let their guard down. That's when you'll pull the ground out from under them using these. We call them hand grenades.
Just as Tsukasa predicted, we're going to win.
What happened here?
I can't believe it!
We must retreat. Everyone, fall back to Buckwall, now!
Hear me, my legions! We must terminate the rebels infesting Findolf! We embark on this mission in the name of His Imperial Majesty. No one shall escape his wrath. We will paint the northern mountains red with the blood of these traitors. We will measure our loyalty by the height of the enemy's bodies as we stack their corpses. Then we will burn them all until there is nothing left but ash. This is what happens to those who preach insurrection. Show yourself, rebels!
Hear me, Azure Brigade! Rise up! You can reveal yourselves! Disclose your true identities!
I have a report, Ringo! It appears Arclight and Bookwall have barricaded themselves inside their castle!
Tsukasa was right. It's just as he predicted.
What?
What?
They're going to destroy the castle.
Attention! This is an announcement for everyone in Bookwall! As you can see, hiding behind castle walls is going to be useless against the forces of the Seven Light Faith! We demand that you stop bearing arms against us and that you surrender to our forces immediately! Resistance will ultimately lead to your deaths!
Do you see a way out?
No, I don't. We can't win.
I'm here to report mission accomplished! Do we know how Shinobu's doing on her end?
No, not yet.
To Gustav! This fight's over! Our Azure Brigade has you surrounded! Once you surrender, your people will be rid of your rule. You have no army left to terrorize your subjects. They're free to pursue their lives in peace. You, however, will be held to account.
You truly believe my people are now free to pursue their lives? You're a bigger fool than I took you for. The fact is, all these people exist for one reason. They are only here to serve His Imperial Majesty. Your delusions of freedom and your stupid pride are an affront to the nobility. When I'm through with you, there'll be nothing left but dust in the wind!
Doesn't sound like he's planning to surrender.
He's gone totally mad. Time to finish this!
Roger that! me!
I'm all right.
Oh, brother. Obviously this guy won't go down easy. You ready?
You pathetic insects! My eyes!
You traitorous bastard! Your head is mine!
Worthless scum! You're calling me a traitor! How dare you! Say goodbye now.
Did we get him?
At this point, I wouldn't assume that.
You worms with your disrespectful tricks. You think this will stop me? You have no idea the extent of my power. It will take more strength than you possess to defeat me!
I don't like the way this is going. Come on, we gotta get out!
I can't believe he just did that while he was still inside. What a fanatic.
That's one way to describe him. He had a pretty unique attitude about everyone's lives, including his own. People exist only to serve the Emperor?
Yeah, we're better off now that he's gone.
So, how's the city doing?
I've gotta say, there's not much chaos. People are sticking to the program while they rebuild. It looks like all your pre-planned relief efforts are paying off big time.
That's good news. What happened to Gustav?
I wish I could tell you for sure. The fact is, we never found his body.
You think he's really gone?
I'll tell you, it's hard for me to believe that man would actually kill himself. But the members of the Azure Brigade are certainly going around trying to pronounce him dead. They've been parading through town, boasting that they're the ones responsible for overthrowing and assassinating the vicious tyrant.
Hope they're not premature.
That's all I have to report at the moment. If you don't need me for anything else, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, you should go have some fun.
Tell me, though, how's it working out with those two nobles?
I think we're on track. I have Mayor Hyzerad handling the negotiations.
This is so humiliating. Are you really going to do it? Pledge allegiance to them?
I'm afraid there's no other option. Their weapons have a technology that even the Imperial Workshop hasn't yet been able to develop. They also have the Haber-Bosch process, a magical technique to produce gunpowder from the air. Obviously, they're much more advanced than us on many levels. And it goes beyond that. All of the strategies and decisions I made in Rurik were written here before I even thought of them.
You know, those documents were penned by Tsukasa, an angel of the Seven Light Faith.
So you're telling me that this being had the power to access all of my thoughts before my orders had even been issued?
No way! Only a god could have that kind of power!
Right. And no human can prevail against a god. So I, Arclight, will embrace the banner and join the forces of the Seven Light Faith.
This feels great. I really needed it. It's like being caressed by flowers blowing in a gentle breeze.
I know what you mean. Incredible. I can hear it in your voice, Lirul. You're totally into it. These oils? I was told they're a special aroma formula used exclusively by the Empress, if you please. I shouldn't be using them then. That means they're reserved only for nobility. Don't worry, you've certainly earned a little pampering, don't you think? I heard you've been studying magic lately with Old Man Gale, right? Yeah.
This will interest you. These oils are made by Imperial mages using the power of spirits to extract their active ingredient.
Mages made these special oils? That's what I've been told. They certainly feel magical to me. How are you doing, Ringo? I heard you had a rough time. You should let them work the kinks out. Huh? Relax. Why are you so stiff?
Well, it's just that... You see, I'm not as pretty as all of you. And I mean, look at me. I don't have much of a figure either.
What's that got to do with anything? Come on, you totally own the cuteness category. How are we supposed to compete up against those smooth cheeks? It's not fair.
She's right, you know. It's a great big world, and lots of men would be more attracted to you than they are to us. Cute goes a long way. I agree. My body is just ripped with muscles. It works for me, but sometimes I'm jealous of how soft you are.
I think you're cute as a button, and I don't wear any buttons, so that's really saying something. I'll be quiet now. As for your figure, I have something passed down from my family. It's a massage technique that stimulates the growth of big breasts. Want to try it?
Yeah. Sounds intriguing. Are you sure it really works?
Well, I can tell you this. I get a lot more dates than I ever did before, and it didn't stop me from becoming a ninja.
I want Min to notice me. Let's give it a try.
Mean. I have to warn you, though. It might tickle a little bit at first. You start here, then you do this here. How are you gonna handle being with a man if you can't take this? Come on, relax, girl. You're not really comfortable being touched, are you? You have to get used to it sometime. I think you're left with one figure already.
Isn't there some other room they can go in?
I'm so sorry, Akatsuki. I didn't realize you were that sensitive. I've rarely worked on someone with your particular qualities. Your skin's so pale, it's almost transparent, and so soft that my fingers just sunk right in.
I'm still a kid!
Wow, this tea smells pretty good.
It's made from leaves grown only for the Imperial family. I heard the ladies were enjoying their aroma massage. We're being showered with every luxury that this world can possibly provide.
Sorry for the wait, boys, but we've finally arrived.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is this a pack of goddesses? Oh, I don't believe I'm familiar with that blonde, short-haired beauty, though.
You want to get punched?
Is that any way to speak to your future husband?
What were you thinking, Tsukasa? I could understand if it was Masato, but how could you throw me in with this pack of she-wolves?
I'm sorry, but to make sure we were protecting the head of the Seven Light Faith, I had no other choice.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning you have to stay by Aoi's side day and night. She's your bodyguard.
Aren't we past that?
We may be welcome here now, but this was enemy territory just a few days ago. You never know who might be lurking. Why take a chance on you getting hurt?
So I have to live like this forever?
What happened to Lirul? Wasn't she here a minute ago?
Yes, but she said she had to leave to go wash bandages and sheets.
I understand. It's part of the training she's required to do to control the spirits.
How does that work exactly?
It's a basic training drill. It has something to do with removing impurities using the power of the spirits.
That must be the same kind of magic that was employed when they created the aroma oils used in our massages.
According to Gale, Lirul's quite amazing. With just a minimal amount of formal training, she's able to handle the spirits as well as any of the elite mages who serve the Emperor.
I mean, when you think about it, we don't know anything about her background. She's a real mystery.
Yeah, but I'm sure about one thing. We've had to deal with an awful lot of people here. And without question, she's been on our side since we first arrived.
That's true. It's the Azure Brigade folks I'm not too confident of.
Even when they put their lives at risk to fight on our side?
That could have been an alliance of convenience. They needed our support while they tried to take down Gustav. We don't know what they'll do now that they've strengthened their position.
This is very delicate. If conflict does break out, lots of people could end up getting injured or killed. Tsukasa, do you think we'll be able to maintain an alliance with the Azure Brigade?
From what I know right now, there's no way.
It's the Azure Brigade folks I'm not too confident of.
Even when they put their lives at risk to fight on our side?
That could have been an alliance of convenience. They needed our support while they tried to take down Gustav. We don't know what they'll do now that they've strengthened their position.
This is very delicate. If conflict does break out, lots of people could end up getting injured or killed. Tsukasa, do you think we'll be able to maintain an alliance with the Azure Brigade?
From what I know right now, there's no way.
Wait a minute, Tsukasa. The new leader of the brigade, Conrad, seems like a really good person.
On the surface, yes, but we've caught him in a serious lie.
Really? You're sure about that?
Remember Gustav's gold statue we wanted to melt down to help rebuild the city? When I asked where it was, he told me he really had no idea. However, I started to get the feeling he had hidden it for his own purposes. I noticed how hard it was for him to look me straight in the eye. His whole demeanor indicated he was lying right to my face.
You're saying the Azure Brigade is going to line their pockets with that gold?
I just knew it. I knew the temptation to take that statue would be too great.
But if you suspected that, Tsukasa, why'd you say we'd bear the costs of rebuilding the city?
There are two reasons. First, and most importantly, we have yet to confirm Gustav's death. If he is still alive, he'll come back to try and steal that statue. We can use it as bait to capture him. And secondly, I don't believe exposing the Brigade's corruption will actually do them any harm at the moment.
Why would that be?
Because right now, public opinion in Gustav is with the Azure Brigade, right?
Exactly. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure that the public's opinion is on our side. The best way to solidify people's trust is to ensure our rebuilding efforts are successful. Once that happens, we'll be able to effectively expose the Azure Brigade's corruption. Until then, we can let Conrad and his associates be as greedy as they want. Once their corruption is revealed, the money can be taken back by force. If we're all agreed then, I want to give you some specific assignments going forward.
Hold on just a moment, please. I know you're probably ready to charge into battle, but Tsukasa and you, Ringo, are both under orders to take 5 days of rest starting immediately.
What?
According to my monitoring of your vitals, both of you have remarkably weakened immune systems right now. If you keep pushing yourselves, Ringo will develop tonsillitis in 5 days, and Tsukasa will likely collapse with bronchitis in 7. Both conditions would require at least 10 days for recovery. I suggest you both rest now while you can, and focus on pacing yourselves going forward.
Seeing as how you're the medical expert, I guess I have no choice but to follow your orders, Doctor.
I appreciate it when patients listen to me.
What a shock. The hardest working people here gave up without a fight.
Really?
I'm surprised they've been healthy this long. Vacation!
Guess you're right. Hey, Ringo, how about this? Since we have to take a forced work break anyway, why don't we go on a tour of the city from beginning to end?
What did you say? You're bearing down on a date with Tsukasa? Whoa, take it easy. It's not a date. He just asked if I'd go out with him. That's what normal people call a date, Ringo. It's two humans go out somewhere and have a good time together. But truth is, I've never been on a date in my whole life. I don't have any idea what I'm supposed to do. I mean, what if he thinks I'm boring? That would be horrible. It's too scary. Maybe I should just turn him down. What do you mean? You have a chance to impress him! It's a great opportunity! Are you just gonna stand there and let Leroy steal Tsukasa from you? No way. I can do this. But I need help.
Have I got this right? You want to know how to get a lot closer to a man? No problem. I can help with that. I've had many successful encounters with beings of the opposite gender.
Really? What's your secret?
Oh, nothing very difficult. I happen to have a talented pair of lips.
You know how to use them to hold on to a man?
I've had about a 70% success rate at resuscitation. Huh? Of course, there's not much that can be done when the wounds are too severe. In that case, you just have to hold their hands while they fight to survive. If they make it, a deep bond forms between warriors, no matter which side they're on. I guess you could call it mutual respect, from one soldier to another.
Do you know a way to get closer without fighting for your life each time, with less blood?
Well, you could try getting in the ring and sparring around with them. If you do that, the most effective thing to aim for is their groin. I recommend grabbing them by the testicles.
What?
The secret is to get a good grip on the family jewels. At that point, even the toughest guy will be completely incapacitated. See?
Well, thank you. I'll keep your advice in mind.
Don't let them overpower you, Ringo! You want respect? Remember what I said! When they've got you on the ropes, go for the balls!
You want to know how to start a relationship with a man?
Uh-huh.
Here's what worked for me. When you finally meet a person you like, go see some beautiful scenery together, share some delicious food, and use the time to get to know each other. And after a while, once the two of you have grown close to one another, that's when you let him have it with a chloroform.
What?
Yes, you soak a handkerchief in it until it's good and wet, then you simply place it over his nose and mouth until he passes out. After that, you take him somewhere out of public view where you can strip off his pants and underwear. After that, it's easy. You just practice what you learned about in sex ed class. Was my advice helpful to you?
For the future, absolutely. What do I do? I don't know who to talk to.
You seem troubled, Ringo.
Huh? Is that you, Shinobu?
Mean! I understand. So this is all about Tsukasa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, girl, you've come to the right person. I'm very skilled in the art of coaxing a man into a trap and then keeping him from escaping.
I don't want to entrap him. I was just hoping he and I could have a normal relationship.
You're so naive, Ringo. Love is a hunt.
You mean with weapons?
Yes, except the weapons in this case are you and your skills. And the object is capture and release. I intend to teach you some ninja magic, young woman. Mean.
I was just hoping for some dating advice.
First thing you need to remember. It's an iron rule. You must go to the rendezvous spot earlier than the man, so you can check it out.
I'm doing as you instructed, Shinobu. So now what? There he is! Today, I'm a love hunter. Mean. Kapow!
Oh, there you are. What are you doing back there, hiding? Good thing I looked around. I almost missed you. Your face is a little red. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's probably just a sunburn.
Are you sure? We could do this another time.
No, really, I feel okay. Let's go on the tour.
It should be interesting. I know it's a little bit early to eat, but maybe we could get lunch at that place you told me about.
Sure.
It's gonna be hard to tour if we're recognized everywhere.
So, what should we do?
Wait a minute. here I am. So, what do you think?
He looks so awesome! He's cool and cute at the same time! He's even more attractive than he is in his normal clothes!
Ringo? Hello, Ringo.
You look very good in that outfit!
You really think so? Thanks for that. By the way, you're looking pretty cute yourself.
Thanks, Tsukasa!
Look at them.
So pretty. Beautiful. Are they Byuma nobles?
They light up the square.
Uh-huh.
Looks like we're still attracting attention, but it shouldn't interfere with our tour.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm so intimidated. He probably thinks I'm terrible company.
Listen, Ringo. When the time's right, you can't lose your nerve. You need to line up your target, pull the trigger, and bag your trophy.
I have to get in the right frame of mind. Today, I'm a love hunter. The first thing I should do is to find some way to casually take hold of his hand.
If you find it too difficult to make that move yourself, then your only alternative is to try the nuclear option. You pretend to slip, and being a gentleman, he'll grab your hand to keep you from falling. You win. You've now accomplished your objective. You walk down the street holding hands like lovers.
If I don't do this, I won't be able to get close to him. So I have to do it.
Are you all right? What happened?
It's okay. I must have just slipped.
I see. These streets are bumpy. But don't worry, we're here.
What?
This is it, right? The place you were telling me about the other day?
Yes, it is. What a lucky break. Minor setback. It'll be fine. I tried my best. I can still recover and make this work.
Step 2! This is what I call the indirect kiss event. First, you pick out a restaurant where you're sitting at a counter right next to each other. Make sure you're on Tsukasa's dominant side, where he would place his drink. This is very important for the move that happens next. You casually place your drink cups very close to each other so he can't tell which is which. And when you grab his cup and place your lips on it, it's an indirect kiss!
That's an idea I would never have come up with, but I understand what Shinobu's getting at, so I'm gonna try it. All I have to do is get his cup before he notices. Huh? Wait. He grabbed my cup! We're just swapping spits!
Are you trying to tell me something? Ringo! What's happening? Did something go down the wrong way? Can you breathe? Talk to me, please!
Congratulations, Dr. Ohoshi. Your research into genetics has resulted in you giving birth to the prodigy of the century.
Ringo, it's time to eat.
Ringo Ohoshi is the youngest person in history to have received this award. Her contributions to science and technology are almost beyond measure.
Ringo, I am so very proud to have you as my daughter.
Constructing the super high-efficiency solar panels using the liquid metal I invented last week. Also, I helped out with the RRM system you were working on and was able to finish it for you.
What?
Is something wrong?
Quit bragging about your achievements! You're a freak of nature!
I'm sorry. I don't understand. I must be doing something wrong. Maybe if I figure it out, she'll go back to being nice to me again. I just have to try harder. Mother, please don't go! I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry!
You've turned into a monster. never should have had you.
I have no friends or family. Why am I even alive?
Excuse me. You're Ringo Ohoshi, right? I heard you were really good at fixing things. I don't want to bother you, but I wonder if I could ask a favor? This watch is broken. Even when it's fully wound up, the hands won't move. I was hoping you could look at it for me.
Huh? Why did you come to me?
Because it's easy for you, right? I hate to ask, but it's something very precious that my father gave me. Thanks so much. You're fantastic. If it's not too much trouble, I was hoping I could ask you to fix this as well. I appreciate it.
I don't get it. I don't even know that boy. So why does he keep bringing me broken things to fix day after day? I wonder where you are now, Mother. You never call. I miss you. Well, Mr. Computer, I'm sure you don't want to be put out to pasture just yet. So what seems to be your problem? I see what's going on. The material they used for the frame is affecting the sound quality. Repairing the circuit inside won't resolve the issue. I need to replace these components so they're more compatible. Phooey, those parts are out of production. I guess I'll just have to make them myself. I'm sorry. I can't fix things for you anymore. I want to devote my time to inventing. I want to build things from scratch.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
Why was he smiling when I said I couldn't fix things for him anymore?
I'm sorry to keep asking for your help, Mikogami.
Don't worry, it's fine. But I did want to come by and talk to you. I'm afraid I can't help from now on. My resource isn't going to be available anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. Thank her for what she's done so far. She is amazing. I hope she realizes what a talent she has.
I think she does now.
Wait a minute. He was bringing me all that work just so I would realize my potential as an inventor?
Thank goodness. You're finally awake.
Tsukasa? Is that you? What's going on? I don't understand! Why was I sleeping on your lap? Oh my goodness. The sun's already going down.
What's the matter? Why are you crying?
After all my preparation for this date, I passed out in the middle of it. I shouldn't have tried to control everything. And next time, I'll know better.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I just remembered. You've been a good friend. Back when I was so depressed and I didn't know where to go or what to do, he came along and lifted me up. He gave my life direction and a purpose. I'll always be grateful for that. I'm a lucky girl. I don't know if Tsukasa and I will ever be more than close friends, but that's not so important to me anymore. I'll always love him for the caring person that he is.
What is it?
It's just...
Tell me.
Well, can we take a picture together?
Of course. Got your phone? Let's do it.
You look so handsome.
And you're pretty cute. Can you send me a copy?
Sure. You know what? Thanks for asking me out. It really meant a lot to me. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, that sounds good. This was a nice way to take a day off. This city's in danger. We have to do everything we can to protect it, now that the seeds of democracy have finally begun to sprout. Ringo, there's something I need from you, and it's important. It's vital to our future, and you're the only one who can do it.
Of course I will, but... what is it exactly?
Hey, welcome back, Ringo! How was your date? Was it successful?
It was actually quite fun.
Oh, wow! This is even better than I imagined! If you get married and have babies, will you name one after me? How about Barry if it's a boy, or Bernice if it's a girl?
Stop it, please.
Huh? Hey, Ringo, what's the matter?
Tomorrow, we start work on our biggest project yet. And it's life or death.